Hello and welcome to another edition of Chip Shots. And what a week it was in the world of golf. We had a major championship. We had a team event on the Lpga Tour. We had, the off tournament that the PGA plays when it's certain majors or invitationals are played. So just chock full of action this week, and what a great British Open. I really enjoyed it. And next year it's going to be played at the old course, as you can see behind me here. St. Andrews, so 150th anniversary of the Open next year, and where better place to play it, but it's St. Andrews, the old course, and boy, I'd like to play there one time, wouldn't you? It just looks like a fantastic place to play. Um, just the whole town, the whole history of everything. It would be a fantastic thing to do and to play at the old course. But who knows? We'll put that on the bucket list and see what happens. All right, let's take a look at. Let's do the recap for this week right now. And Colin Morikawa won the British Open on his links debut and became the first player to capture two different majors at the first attempt. The 24-year-old American closed with a bogey-free 4 under 66 on Sunday for a two-shot victory over Jordan Spieth to follow up his victory at last year's PGA Championship on his debut at that tournament just 11 months ago. Moore is the first player since Bobby Jones in 1926 to win two majors in 8 or fewer starts, and his total of 15 under 266, which was, who thought it was going to go that low at all, was a 72-hole record score at the Sandwich Links. He made 3 straight birdies from the 7th hole to overtake Louis Oosthuizen, who was seeking a wire-to-wire win and a second Claret Jug he won in 2010, and then made key par saves at 10 and 15, pumping his fist after both. A birdie putt up and over a ridge on the 14th green gave him a 2-strike advantage he never lost. Oosthuizen, the 2010 Open champion, runner-up at the last 2 majors, had another near miss in a career full of them. He never recovered from losing his lead, and for the first time since the 12th hole on Friday, made a bogey by hitting from one bunker to another at the par 5 7th hole and shot a 71. He ended up in a tie for third place with the U.S. Open winner Jon Rahm, who came out of nowhere. And Jordan Spieth, a lot of people were pulling for him, hoping that he could win this, but he struggled back and forth, and it was probably the last 2 bogeys he made on 17 and 18 in the third round that sealed his fate. Had he made them, we could have been looking at some sort of playoff, and who would have known. But Morikawa walked away with the Claret Jug, and congratulations go out to him. And in the Barbasol Championship, for the third time in the last 4 weeks, a PGA Tour event ended with a playoff, and it was another long one. After Cam Davis and Harris English's marathon wins in back-to-back tournament, this week's Barbasol Championship at the Keene Trace Golf Club in Kentucky, held opposite the British Open, was won by Seamus Power in 6 extra holes over JT Poston. Poston appeared to be cruising to victory on Sunday before a wayward drive and a piece of string flipped the final round on its head. In search of his second PGA Tour win to go with the 2019 Wyndham Championship, Poston had a 1-shot lead at 19 under entering the day and got as low as 24 under thanks to a front 9 4 under 32, aided by a trio of birdies on number 2, 7, and 8, and an eagle on the par 3 fifth. Momentum changed on the par 5 15th when Poston's tee shot was ruled out of bounds by mere inches, he wound up making a double bogey 7, followed by a bogey on the par 3 16th, which brought power into play. The Irishman was 3 shots back after 54 holes, but posted the clubhouse lead at 21 under after a second consecutive weekend round of 5 under 67. On the first playoff hole, Power chipped in for birdie from just off the green, and Poston answered with a birdie putt from 10 feet. Again on the 18th, each found the green in regulation and flirted with birdie on the second playoff hole, but a pair of pars pushed the playoff to a third hole. After each made par yet again, this time on the par 3 9th, they played the hole again to the same result to send the playoff back to number 18 for the 5th extra hole. 2 more pars meant a 6th playoff hole. Number 18 was played for the 4th time, where Powell prevailed after Poston's tee shot found the water and his approach missed the green. So Powell was able to hang in there and take home the Barbasol Championship. And Taylor Moore was a winner, as he set a course record on Saturday, finished the job on Sunday for his first win at the Korn Ferry Tour's Memorial Health Championship. Moore posted scores of 66, 66, 60, and 65 to win by 3 shots over Eric Barnes. Andrew Novak finished solo third, 4 shots back, and John Vanderland and Grant Hirschman tied for 4th, 5 shots back. And that was the Korn Ferry Tour. Congratulations to Taylor Moore winning his first there. Over in the LPGA, it was a team event, and sisters Aria and Moria Jutenkon fired a second 59 in the best ball format en route to victory at the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. With her sister in the water on the final hole, Aria drained a 35-foot birdie putt from off the green to put a stamp on a 3-stroke victory over defending champions Jasmine Sawanapura and Sydney Clanton. The players, known as Mo and May, finished at 24 under for the tournament. "Of course we won this for Grace," said Aria, whose regular caddy, Pete Godfrey, was back in Dallas with his 10-month-old daughter Grace, who was hospitalized with seizures and brain swelling during the Volunteers of America Classic. Godfrey is married to LPGA player Jane Park, so our prayers and wishes go out to them for a speedy recovery. The Jutengons birdied 5 consecutive holes from number 9 to 13. Aria birdied the last 2 holes to seal the tournament. This is Aria's 12th career LPGA title and 2nd of the season. Her victory at the Honda LPGA Thailand on May 9th snapped a drought that dated back to July 2018. This is Mariah's 2nd LPGA title and her first since April 2018. Araya said the win with her sister topped every other of her career. And, of course, the winning team this week receives the standard 2-year winner's exemption on the LPGA priority list, CME points, and prize money, and are official for the purposes of the current year LPGA official money list and race to the CME Globe standings. Rolex Player of the Year points and Rolex Rankings points were not allocated in this event. And that's the recap for this week's action. And what a busy week it was. And it's going to get even busier next week as all the, looks like all the tours are going to be in action. But we'll have that and what's going to happen in just a few minutes. But let's take a quick break and be back with the golf news of the week right after this.
Sponsor an ad on the podcast. Support our show and let people know about your business. Email us today.
516-619-6341. That is the voicemail hotline if you'd like to leave a question, a comment, anything at all. Just call that number, 516-619-6341, and we'll play it on the air. Or if you'd like to be old-fashioned and send me an email, send it to talkinggolf@gmail.com. That's talkinggolf@gmail.com. It's time for the
Golf News of the Week.
Okay, and in the golf news of the week, Matt Every has bowed out of the Barbasol Championship, the PGA Tour event opposite the British Open, and initially there was confusion over what caused the withdrawal. The PGA Tour initially tweeted from its PGA Tour comms account that Every, the Arnold Palmer Invitational winner in 2014 and 2015, was out with a back injury. The tour then came back nearly 2 hours later with the clarification that Every withdrew because of a heart complication. He had opened the event at the Barbasol Championship, played the first round, shot a 3 under 69. Struggled in the second round and then withdrew. We still don't know. There was a report that he tossed his putter in a pond at number 17, but he putted with a wedge from there on in. So we still don't know what exactly happened there with Matt Every, but hopefully it's nothing too serious if he indeed did have a heart condition or something that came up with his heart. So I hope he gets better, whatever the condition may be. Paula Creamer announced her pregnancy Sunday on Instagram. The 2010 U.S. Women's Open Championship winner held up a onesie with fiancé Shane Kennedy, a retired baseball player. Creamer, 34, returned to the tour earlier this year in May at the Pure Silk Championship at Kingsmill, her first start since October 2019. The 10-time Lpga winner said she needed the extra time to let her left wrist and thumb injuries heal. She has played in 6 events in 2021, making her first cut at the Volunteers of America Classic earlier this month. I feel great, said Creamer last week at the Marathon Classic in Toledo. My body feels really good. My left hand, I haven't had any problems with it since I've come back, which played a lot of golf. You know, the break was something that I needed in multiple ways. So, congratulations to Paula Creamer on gonna be a mommy. So, good for her. And there's a lot of mothers on the LPGA Tour, so she'll be joining her ranks of lots of fine players on there that have children and still maintain a hefty tour schedule and play at a very high level. And Kevin Nikisna shot a 68 in just 150 minutes during the final round of the Open at Royal St. George's. Playing alone on Sunday morning with the first tee time at the British Open, Kisner did not waste time dallying around Royal St. George's. In fact, he raced around the course, throwing up equal 34s on either side during a mild sprint. He finished more than an hour in front of the day's first twosome, Richard Mansell and Poom Sakasanson. And the RAA has made it official. The old course at St. Andrews in Scotland, it will be home of the 150th anniversary of the Open Championship in 2022. Royal Liverpool will host it 2023. Royal Troon in 2024. And the smart money is on a return to Royal Portrush in 2025. Royal Portrush is in Ireland, and that's where they held the 2019 Open Championship, and it was such a huge hit there, and they did such a great job. Looks like they're gonna get it again in 2025. No mention of Turnberry. It used to be in Turnberry, and it looks like they're freezing it out. I wonder if because President Trump is the owner of that course, and that seems to be quite a shame. Lots of history in Turnberry, and they should bring it back there. All right, that is the news of the week. Let's take a break again and come back with the schedule.
Sponsor an ad on the podcast. Support our show and let people know about your business. Email us today.
516-619-6341. That is the voicemail hotline if you'd like to leave a question, a comment, anything at all. Just call that number, 516-619-6341, and we'll play it on the air. Or if you'd like to be old-fashioned and send me an email, send it to talkinggolf@gmail.com. That's talkinggolf@gmail.com. Well, coming up on the schedule for this week, we've got the PGA Tour is hosting the 3M Open, and Michael Thompson is defending there. The champions are in the British Isles, as they are going to play their Senior Open Championship, where Bernhard Langer will be defending, and that's at Sunningdale. And the LPGA has a major as well. They'll be playing the Amundi Evian Championship. Jin Young Ko is the last winner of that event. I believe that's in France. The European Tour is holding the Kazoo Open, and the Corn Ferry Tour is holding the Price Cutter Charity Championship. Max McGreevy is the last winner of that event. So that's the schedule for this week coming up on the PGA Tour and all of the tours, the Champions Tour, the LPGA, the Euro Tour, and the Corn Ferry Tour. So be sure to check those out on the Golf Channel or a local station near you. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll subscribe on iTunes or Apple or Anchor, Spotify, Castbox, Google, YouTube, wherever you listen to or watch the podcast. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell on YouTube, and you'll get notified whenever there's a new video comes out. So check that out. It helps us to grow the show and to expand to new listeners. So please hit those buttons. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do so by going to Anchor and pressing the support button there. It'll tell you how you can be of assistance. So until next week, when we have another busy week, remember, as you walk down the fairway of life, you must smell the roses, for you only get to play one round. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time on another edition of Chip Shots.